Facts First presents. An Australian scientist found a tooth so big it's hard to believe this monster actually existed. Philip Mullally is an amateur fossil hunter. He loves scanning the Earth for signs of ancient life. When he was looking on Victoria's Surf Coast, he found something pretty cool. It was in 2015 and he was visiting the beach at Janjuk. This is a suburban town about 65 miles southwest of Melbourne, Victoria. Well, since this area is popular for fossil finds, Philip decided that he'd take a look around. And while walking along the coast, he found a huge tooth embedded in the coastal rock. This scientist found a tooth so big it's hard to believe that there was an animal large enough to have it in their mouth. Before we show you the tooth, help us out by clicking that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Philip says when he was walking on the beach looking for fossils, he saw something shining from the side of a boulder, and when he got closer he noticed that a quarter of the tooth was already exposed. He says that when he saw this, he was really excited. He says that it was an amazing find and it needed to be shared with others. Well, since Philip didn't have the proper equipment, he had to use his car keys to excavate the tooth. And when he got it out, it was much larger than he thought. It was about 3 inches long and big enough to cover the entire palm of his hand. Excited by this, he decided to head home, and it was only a few weeks later that he returned to the area. This time, he was able to find many more teeth, and that day he found a second tooth, and then a third, and then a fourth. Well, after gathering all of these teeth, he wanted to find out more about them. He decided to contact a paleontologist named Eric Fitzgerald at Melbourne's Museums Victoria, and when the expert saw the teeth, he determined they came out of the mouth of a Carcharodon angustidens. It's an ancient, jagged, narrow-toothed shark. It's believed that these sharks existed during the Oligocene era, which was somewhere between 23 million and 33.9 million years ago. These huge beasts ruled the ocean and fed on whales, dolphins, and fish. They could grow to be 30 feet long, which makes them twice the size of the great white sharks that we see today in the oceans of Australia. Dr. Fitzgerald believes that the teeth had to be at least 25 million years old. It's about 3 million years before this creature became extinct. This shark was soon replaced by a similar species, the Megalodon, which is said to have grown to be up to 59 feet. When Dr. Fitzgerald studied the teeth, he found that they were far more valuable and interesting than most fossils. All 4 of the teeth that Philip found came from the same shark, rather than several sharks that had shed their teeth over time. Over the years, fossil hunters have found teeth from this creature in places all over the world. Philip's find is only the 3rd time in history that a set of teeth belonging to the same creature were uncovered. This was the first time that it occurred on the Australian shore, too. Dr. Fitzgerald was so excited about this find that he decided to gather a team to go back to the site where Philip found the fossils so that they could dig and see what else they could find. He asked a colleague named Tim Ziegler to help. The team went out on 2 expeditions. The first was in December 2017, the second in January 2018. Philip, Dr. Fitzgerald, and Dr. Ziegler all worked on the team, and despite the challenges created by high tides, they excavated the site where the first tooth was found. During the 2 digs, the team found 40 more teeth on the beach. They also found the remains of part of a vertebra. It's believed that the teeth and the remains all came from the same shark. The teeth are serrated and sharper than a steak knife, which should tell you how dangerous these creatures were. Even worse, after 25 million years, the teeth were still as sharp as ever. Based on the size of these creatures and the size and sharpness of their teeth, we should be thankful that they're extinct and we no longer have to worry about them. If they were still swimming in our oceans today, there would be far fewer swimmers in the ocean. Heck, I'm still freaked out from the movie Jaws. Subscribe for more.